college football knows when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Cameron. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. That's caught. It's Prentice.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Wilson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give to the tailback. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the...
And takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Slithers into space. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Nixon. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's a
intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Robertson. He's got the back in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Sure hands, it's Wilson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him! And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Nixon. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown Knights. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Jackson will throw. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. did exactly what he's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Under fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UCF offense ready to go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets...
There he goes! Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a crease, it's Montgomery. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And really nice on 3rd down there, throwing in rhythm. You're throwing the hitch against zone. You're taking your steps. There's no hesitation. You're not even hitching. That back foot plants, and the ball comes out immediately. Really nice.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. White going to attack through the air. Flips it out to the back. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period.
UCF 42, Baylor 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapted.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the UCF offense will take over. First and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. Lots of running room. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got some room, it was over. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. White wants to throw it. Fears the pressure. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Nixon. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here we go. Shotgun snap on third down. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights are marching down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White going to attack through the air. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jackson gonna throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take another shot here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Prentice. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Running into the open space. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right, but how do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes